Steel City might be most associated with its legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week of Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Panthers offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs and play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
Continuing to turn and move.
Should be in bed,
They're
right?
closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Should be in bed.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Quick pass on the fly motion. Bulls his way forward. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quickly complete.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. So Florida State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, This crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Still on his feet at the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Panthers are rolling down the field. They move the tight end all over. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He's got it on the move. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
Dude, they
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation that
should not score.
to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
It just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make...
Gonna let it fly. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires to the big fella. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Seminoles. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against...
Makes the grab on the left side. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down
think I
secure
struggled with
throwing the
Pitt
football.
last year.
They've got a lot of
2
speed
years
on the
ago.
perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning
I wasn't
one-on-one.
going to struggle
You
with
saw a
them.
great example of it right there.
Couldn't find a way to create that
First
broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys,
Let's
here
go,
comes
face
that
scores.
Florida State offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag. It's just guys that I know I can throw to the outside that had swag that can take it to the house and make big plays.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Third down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame.
All right.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The hand to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, him and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That is going to drive this defensive decision. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Nice move to pick up yardage. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many.
He tries to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. They're trying to get to it. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Tackle is made after the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Got his man on the outside. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Getting some heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. Great move there. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Fires left. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Florida State. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Florida State 17-14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play.
Oh, ball's out. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He's off to the races.
Ryan?
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You do whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This is a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Coming after it. And he just wore out his welcome in the pocket. Stayed in there way too long. A coverage sack for this defense. Pitt will have to boot this one away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here.
Going deep. Brings it in down the left side. And he's running in the open. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, no. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
That makes the score Florida State 24, Pitt 14.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Zings it complete to the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Got the quick pass. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive.
Never mind.
It's good.
Alright, I get at least
So
one
they
play.
get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half.
Did I get the ball?
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll try the right side. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Quarterback will audible. From the gun on 3rd down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Yeah, it's roughing.
He's got great speed. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Going up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll get rid of it. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Noles are moving quickly down the field. Now from inside the red zone. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is a type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you.
Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 40. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Gets it out fast. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call.
Of course he will.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Got it in the middle, it's Hawkins. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try to pop the draw. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on first down. Feeling some heat. Escapes the sack. Lets it fly. Working that left side. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 82.
He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense...
Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Line getting set on second down. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He's looking to throw. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Florida State! That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else.
And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there.
Get set.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for second down. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A strike downfield. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Seminoles are on the move. The give as they work on that clock. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time. Second
Would
and
say
6.
put him back up.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs
game.
manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On second down, he'll fire. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Give to the back. Powers through the defender. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Noles will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. They're going to throw it again. Pressure coming. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Throws to the back. Caught. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Makes his connection. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it from the red zone. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field.
The throw is incomplete.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Holding, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. See if the offense can overcome it. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back.
At the 34. And your Pittsburgh Panthers will take over. 1st and 10.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Get back to the hub before it disconnects. Sheesh.